guys, I'm here with this week's 60-second tip of the week, and it is Tuesday. I am not going to leave you in a lurch no matter what is happening in the world, but there are going to be a couple of changes. First, this isn't going to be 60 seconds because quite frankly, we're all, at least in New Jersey at the very least, with this 8 p.m. curfew that's not really a curfew. So you're all supposed to be home and probably not doing anything. So why limit it to 60 seconds? What else are you doing except for watch me speak on social media right now? The other thing is that I want to introduce a little bit of levity. I don't want to talk to you about serious topics. I think there's enough serious happening in the world. So what I am going to talk to you about is we're all home, and many of us are with our significant others or spouses, and you're trying really, really hard at this time that you're supposed to be social distancing from the rest of the world to not kill the person that you're with. So I'm going to give you some tips for that. As you may see, right now I'm in a very different location. I'm upstairs. I am not with my boyfriend. He's downstairs. And maybe that's what you need to do. Maybe you need to social distance within your own home because you're going to be together a lot. You can't escape and go out or go out with friends or maybe do the things that you would do to normally give yourself some space. I've recently read an article about how divorce filings are up in China because of all of the quarantining that was happening. The people were home with their spouses and they were being driven absolutely crazy. So maybe if you're thinking to yourself, you know what, I cannot watch hour number 3 of Tom Brady leaving the Patriots. I really don't care. And I can't watch hour number 3 of the Cooking Network or, HGTV or whatever's happening. Maybe you do need to social distance within your own home. If you're lucky enough, which I am, to have multiple levels in my house, maybe you can go someplace else so that you can get some alone time and be away from the person that's driving you crazy. Because as I always say, divorce is a lot cheaper than murder, but we're trying to stay out of my office. This is going to be hashtag ways to stay out of my office during this quarantine period. Another thing that you can do is try to make maybe some of the things that are driving you crazy a little bit fun. I had a friend who said to me her spouse was just consistently whistling, like would not stop whistling, and it was driving her absolutely crazy. So here's the thing. Here's my tip for that. Why don't you make it into a game? Like every time somebody does some annoying habit that would drive you crazy and make you want to actually commit some sort of act of physical violence, make it a drinking game. Take a shot. Here I am with my glass of wine. Take a shot every time the person whistles. Take a shot every time somebody bites their nails or does something that drives you out of your mind, because you're going to be spending a lot of time together. Another thing that you may want to think about, and unfortunately, when I did my research earlier today, Amazon was still delivering non-essential items, but that is no longer the case. But maybe this would be a time for you to utilize those noise-canceling headphones that you have. Download some books on Audible. Do some things to very nicely and politely ignore your significant other so that you do not end up killing them. This is not the time for that. There's enough going on and we don't need additional homicide. So those are some of my tips for you to try to stay out of my office after this is all said and done, and we don't end up with a spike in divorce filings in the United States as they have in China. If that does happen, then come see me. I'm happy to help you with that. But in the meantime, try to keep yourself sane. Don't kill each other. Stay safe, and I'll see you next Tuesday.